Last year we saw the return of the pie baking contest to Fiesta Days, and it was a yummy success. Let's welcome the pie expert, Mark Warner, to the table.
Thanks for inviting me.
Mark, welcome.
Glad to be here. I love to talk about pies.
You do?
You know how to cook, bake, so this is going to be a fun segment.
It is.
So my question is, did they ask you, did you volunteer? How did you get the job?
Good job. This
wife and
volunteer
I
position.
Right.
had been on the executive committee for 3 years, and we had a retirement party, and then shortly thereafter we got a phone call to see if we wouldn't be over the pie baking contest.
Out of retirement,
Okay.
just like that.
Let me give you guys a little bit of insight, because he's not
Okay.
going to toot his own horn, because
He
I'm
won't.
also on the executive committee.
That's all right.
And Mark planted the seed
Okay.
to bring back this pie eating.
It's not pie eating.
I know,
We're-
we already
are
ate
gonna-
it.
We
we're
want
gonna
to
eat
eat
some
pie.
Pie baking.
Pie baking contest. You
baking
planted
contest.
the seed, and I have found out if you're the one that plants the seed, you're usually the one that oversees that seed grow.
You
And
got to
so
kind of
there-
nourish it, huh?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
How did that occur with you?
Well, my love of cooking and baking and the pie contest took place about 15 years ago. I was down in City Park celebrating Fiesta Days at some event, I can't remember what, and I noticed there at the back of the park a whole bunch of pies laid out on a table. So I thought, well, this is interesting, and I walked over and I thought, I can probably get a piece of one of these, you know, if I hang out a little
Yeah.
bit. And
Did they let you?
you know, at the end, they did share some
Okay, good.
pieces, so
I'm glad.
it was worth the effort. And I just watched the contest, and I thought, this is interesting. I'm going to try this. So the next year, I signed myself and my daughter up, and we entered our pies, and we won our categories, and
Bravo,
Right.
Mark. Good
I
job.
walked away with overall pie too. And
That's crazy.
and I was excited. That was
Oh,
exciting.
you should have been. What did you make or bake?
I made a lemon meringue pie, and that's a kind of a difficult pie to make work out.
I would
And so-
imagine, like
I've
the
never
textures,
attempted it.
and is
The
it too
meringue,
runny?
right?
Yeah, to get the meringue and all these other things. So
And then transfer it down to the park in 100 degrees. Like
Yeah.
the whole thing is.
And make sure
tricky.
that they get just the right amount of tasting, right?
Yes, and you know, you got that meringue that's got to brown off just right, and everything's got to be. And I helped my daughter make an apple pie.
Okay. And did she win as well?
She won her category. Yes. So that's
You went back
kinda,
again and again.
Well, I went back the next year, and we won our categories again with different pies, and then I think it kind of went away after that. So I was excited to bring it back. I think that's really a small town community thing.
I do
And they
too.
don't want you to enter, right?
No, they're not interested in me entering.
So you get to be the judge now. So tell us how you judge these pies.
So a pie is judged on about 5 different categories. One is the crust. You want to check the flakiness and make sure it was done right. And I like a crust that has some flavor to it too. And so the taste of the pie, overall pie, which is a very important judging point. I think that gathers the most points. The look of the pie, or the presentation of the pie.
It's gorgeous, Natasha.
Yes, my store-bought pie.
Banana cream.
You've
Yes,
done
to
really
use for
well with
presentation.
that.
Yes.
And the filling, you know.
Okay.
And so we have the executive committee, and myself and my wife and others are going to be judging these pies. And last year, first year out, we had 30 pies there. I think we didn't expect that type of, and so I'd like to double that this year. That would
I
be
think
really
you will.
nice.
That's
So what are the
awesome.
different categories?
There's 3 different categories, and that's fruit pies, cream pies, like the one
Okay.
we have in front of us, and non-fruit pies. And everybody will ask, what's a non-fruit pie? Do you,
Like a chocolate cream?
Or
No.
peanut butter
count?
pie?
a peanut butter pie would be
Okay.
a non-fruit
Okay.
pie.
But a chocolate cream, right?
No,
That would
that
be
is
the
a cream
pa-
pie.
category.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not
Nut
even-
pies, pecan pie.
Okay.
okay.
What about a pumpkin? Is that
Pumpkin
fruit?
pie would be
Okay.
a non-fruit
Okay.
pie.
Okay.
Custard
Okay.
pies.
Okay.
Oh, custard pies. Okay, so like a buttermilk type.
Yes.
Okay.
So
One of
years
my
ago,
favorites.
I mean, we go down to Bicknell every year to go duck hunting, and there's a little cafe there, the Sunglow Cafe, and they have all different pies, a pickle pie.
Good.
I haven't had that one,
And it
but
was
I'm
so
willing
good.
to try.
You should try it. You should drive down there. It's like a custard pie, like a buttermilk. So good inside.
Really?
I couldn't recreate it, but I could go buy it.
What about like a rhubarb pie?
That would be a non-fruit
okay.
fruit pie.
So Mark, how do people sign up?
Yes.
You go to the Spanish Fork Fiesta Days website and sign up. The entry form will be sent to me, and I just keep track of them. Is all I do.
Okay.
And it's so far we've had a lot of out-of-city people
That's
sign
so
up, so
cool.
it's open to everybody.
Okay.
Did I mention there's 2 different age
No.
groups? So there's 14 and under,
Okay.
and us old people, 15 and up. So
Okay.
I love it.
Are there any hard and fast rules that
you have to make your crust. Now, myself and the judges,
I'm out?
we would be
I can't
able.
buy the pie and enter it.
It's you have to make the whole pie.
Okay.
Okay.
We'd like you to submit the recipe with it,
Okay.
so we can check some things and stuff like that.
So Mark, I had an idea with the Fiesta Days magazine and the recipe. What about next year? We put the recipe, whoever wins the overall pie, in the magazine.
I think that's a fabulous idea. I mean, if they're really great bakers, they might leave out a little secret out of that.
Just the
but,
salt
you know.
or something you're going to pull it out and be like, ooh, this
Pinch
isn't.
of salt.
Yeah, I just think that would be fun to have the pie baking contest.
You're really stuck on this eating.
I'm just
thing, aren't you?
staring at this.
Well, it's hard.
We're really wanting a piece.
Yes, we really wanted
We
to
like
stop.
food.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, I think that would be super
Okay,
fun.
and so nothing, it doesn't cost to enter.
Doesn't cost
but
to enter.
They do get prizes.
Yes,
Yes.
fabulous cash and prizes.
Okay.
Okay.
Which my wife and I are in charge of, so we haven't done it yet.
And a chance to be in the magazine. Right?
True. And then when are they announcing the winners?
They're announcing the winners on the following Sunday. So this is it. The pie is on Tuesday, July 16th.
The 16th. Okay.
At 6 p.m. We'll start receiving pies at 5:30 to 6, and then you need to return and pick up your leftover pie because we're not going to consume that whole pie if we've got 50 of them there. Anywhere between 7:30 and 8.
Okay, come back, get your pie. Then Sunday night, at Sunday Night in the Park, you're going to get up on stage and announce the winner and give some awards,
Oh yeah,
some cash awards.
It's like let's make a deal. Yeah.
I say you should have little mini cups, and then people should maybe like let others try it after it's all over.
That would be fun. Like people like you, 15 years ago in the park.
Well, it's down the senior center. I guess we could
Maybe you could.
dole out pie after.
There
yeah.
you go.
Whoever would
So
want
Mark,
some.
do you love baking? I don't think we talked about this.
I'm not as much a baker as I am a cook.
But yet you can whip out the best lemon meringue pie in Spanish Fork City. And
Well.
he's not a baker.
I just, I got lucky.
How did you come across those talents and skills? Have you always enjoyed it?
Yes. Well, I've always had a love for food and a necessity to cook. The people I associate with aren't very good cooks.
Oh, dear.
I think my people would say that about me.
My husband asked me before I left tonight, he's like, are we eating tonight? I'm like, yeah, leftovers. He's like, oh, I'm sure he's wondering,
Where's Mark?
Yes.
where's anyone that wants to cook?
Do you ever share your talents as a caterer?
Yes, I've
Okay.
catered different events, church events, and I've catered some weddings before.
That's awesome.
I had all the Fiesta Day committee over to my house for dinner.
Oh,
He cooked
fantastic.
the entire meal.
Oh my goodness.
We just showed up.
How do I
Just
get
amazing.
an invitation,
Yeah.
right?
We need to have a Sunday dinner
Yes.
with Mark.
Yes.
Mark, thanks for coming
And
and
a
thanks for
lemon meringue
overseeing
pie.
this.
Yeah, this is fun. This does remind me like small town, hometown. It's just
It
a
is.
good 4th of July.
It is. It's a
24th
good thing. It's
celebration.
makes the Spanish Fork the community that it really is.
Yeah.
Everyone should be there and enter their pies.
Yep.
Thanks so
Thank
much.
you.
All right.
Let's have a piece.